Hey everybody, it's Becky. I'm here to do a little whip and chat with you, get everybody caught back up with me. I am working on a Dreamy Retreat. It is a craftably kit, and the artist is Gino Peoples. This painting is 42 inches by 24 inches, and I am currently, what is that, maybe, let's see here, I think this row is about 18 inches in from the far left side of the canvas. And I'll give you here in a little bit, I'll kind of give you an overview. I want to finish this little area that I'm on right now and see where we're at from there. So let's start with letter K. Letter K is this really nice AB drill. It's a yellow AB. And so yeah, let's get kind of caught back up. Today was a very busy day at work, and so it was a little stressful. Anytime we have a busy day, it gets a little stressful just because we're all, you know, working so hard. We don't have time to kind of laugh and talk and chit chat like we usually do, so it makes the day a little longer. I did start my morning by going over to the stitch group that my quilt guild does on Mondays and dropping off a quilt to one of the ladies who does long arm quilting, and she is going to get that quilted for me, and hopefully I will have it done before my next quilt guild meeting. It is a beautiful blue and white quilt top, and the reason why I chose that one to send, we recently had our first guild meeting of the year. For those of you who have been around a little while, the last 2 years I have spent as a co-vice president for my quilt guild, and so I haven't been able to participate in the same manner that I have in the past. I've still been able to participate, I just haven't felt as free to participate, I guess you could say, as I had before. And so now that I am no longer a board member and I'm just enjoying being a member of the guild again, I signed up for a program that they're doing to earn my PhD. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with PhDs, a PhD is a project half done, and I have lots of those. So the goal in this program that we're doing this year is that you have a list that you make up. You can make up whatever, add whatever projects you want to it, and you list out 10 projects that you have that are half finished or, you know, partially finished, and you put those on your list, and throughout the year, each month at the meetings, they will roll a dice, and whatever number it lands on, you have to complete that project from your list. So this month, they happened to roll number 8 on our list. My number 8 was this blue and white quilt, and so it needs to be quilted and have the binding put on, and then it's completed. And then I'll take it next month to our quilt meeting and show that I've completed that one, and they'll give me credit for it. So each month that you get a completed project, you get a point towards your PhD. And the goal on this is to complete all of them. But, you know, as we all know, even C's get degrees. So you can still graduate with a PhD if you complete at least 7 of your projects for the year. So when I made my list, I put on there 5 projects that just need quilted and bound. So those are easy projects that I can just, you know, have either this lady from the guild or another person who does long arm quilting do the quilting for me, and then all I have to do is complete the binding. And so one of the things that I've really wanted to do this year was to get my get some of my projects completed, because I do have a lot that are in progress. And so when they announced that they were doing this PhD program, I signed up immediately. So I've got, like I said, I've got 10 projects listed, 5 that are going to be simple. All I have to do is get them quilted and get the binding put on. And then 5 of my projects are a little bit more incomplete. They still have piecing that needs done. And so my goal on those is to get them to the stage that we refer to as a flimsy. So that's where the top of the quilt is all pieced together, but it's not quilted or bound yet. So those projects, most of those have a good bit of work left to do on them, some a little bit more than others. And so I do have to kind of push myself on those to get some work done on them. I've got to get more wax in my pen. I'm sitting here picking up nothing. So anyways, as we go through and roll the different numbers on these projects, I'll kind of keep you guys up to date as to what I'm working on each month. And hopefully, using this plan, I'll be able to complete at least 10 projects this year. The other thing that we signed up for, or that I signed up for, is a mystery project based on the board game Clue. So we each had to draw, you know, one of each category: a person, a place, and a weapon. And so we went through and drew our cards, and with that we have to make a small project. It's only got to be 24-inch square at the most. And from that project, based on those 3 clues, the hope is that the other members of the guild can guess what our clues were. So who was our person, our place, and our thing. I have a basic idea of what I want to do with mine, but not like a solid plan. So that is something I need to get on here pretty quickly, since that's due in April. Because I don't take the time to sew as much as I do to work on diamond paintings. It's just not as much of a passion right now, but I feel like I'm already starting to get more excited about quilting again. Switch trays here. I'm working with some orange colors, so they're, of course, you know what, hang on, I'm going to skip this color right now because this is an AB. and I just put new wax in, so I don't want to do that color yet. Let's do some LZs. So the LZs are rhinestones. I've got my camera set up a little different tonight, so I'm not quite sure where exactly your viewpoint is. You may be looking at the canvas upside down or sideways, I don't know. Anyway, so back to this little mystery project. So what I'll do is I need to start getting the supplies gathered up for that, because I know I have to purchase at least one part to make the project be guessable. So I will need to go to the store and get part of what I need for that, and then I need to look through my stash and see what I have that will work for this project. And I think I'll make like a pillow for the project, like a big old couch cushion kind of pillow. Like I said, it's not to exceed 24 inches square, so that's a, good 18 into 20 inch pillow. Is pretty easy to do and goes together fairly quickly. I can't go over too much of that on here, because I know I do have at least one member of my guild that watches, and I don't know if I've got any others. So, the one that I know watches, she's aware of what my project is, or my clues are, because she wasn't there the night of that meeting. She had some other things going on, and so I signed her up for it too, and I got her clues, and I kind of had to explain to her, what the gist of the project was. And so, I let her know what my clues were, what her clues were, so her and I will know what each other's are, but of course we won't take guesses on each other's, just to be fair. But it sounds like there's a lot of people signed up for this game, so we'll have plenty of others to guess on. I figured out, some ideas for hers much more quickly than I did my own. So we'll see how mine turns out versus hers. Once we reveal those at our Quilt Guild meeting in April, then I'll bring it on here and show you guys. So if you do want to see some of my quilting stuff, I will be kind of posting stuff on my community tab as I go along and get some of those projects finished. And then I have a retreat that I'm going to in April, and I may do a couple of shorts on those things that I work on there. Let's see here. I'm trying to do as many non-AB ones as I can to kind of get a little gunk on that tip, or on the wax that I just put in there. I don't know how many of you are newer to diamond painting, but when you put fresh wax in the tip of your pen, it will pull out every single time that you use it on AB drills. Also, I don't know if you can see that one in there. There is this one weird drill. Let's see if I can get it in the light for you guys. I'm pointing at it there with my tweezer. It's got two different colors on it. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So I thought that was interesting. The drill, other than the color imperfection, the drill is actually really nice. So if I come up against a spot where that, will fit and go up against a very similar color, I'll still use it. So it's staying in my little container for now. But I might not use it. Who knows? It just depends on where all that color gets used at. Let's see here. What else is going on? Let's see. This past Saturday, our guild got together and we made quilt blocks for our local chapter of the National Quilt of Valor group. Those folks put together quilts for veterans who have been honorably discharged from our services. So we do an annual get-together each year to make quilt blocks for them. I believe we made 52 this year, I think was the final count. It was a very simple block, and yes, I contributed. I actually did break out the sewing machine and go make a couple of blocks, and so just spending the day with some of my Quilt Guild friends was nice. It kind of got me even more excited to start sewing again. Let's see. Have any of you ever quilted, or I know several of you have other hobbies besides diamond painting. I know Lazy Retired Granny does knitting, and DP Crazy Lady has in the past done cross stitch. I don't think she's doing any right now, but I know V is working on some cross stitch stuff. What else do you guys work on outside of your diamond painting time? Let's see here. All right, I think I have everything in this section done except for these ABs down here. So let's give it a try. Let's see if we can't get these done without pulling that wax out. All right. Nope, first one, wax came out. Dadgummit. All right, so I'm gonna flip over to my other end that is a little bit more used, and we'll just use it to pluck those in there. Tweezers are also a good option when you're working with AB drills if you're not tweezer impaired. Just looking at this LZ right here, just the way it's shining is totally different than the others around it. It's really cool. Hopefully you guys are still in frame with me here. I'm working right down in this area here. Get those down in there. Whoops, there goes that wax again. Okay, we're gonna have to switch to tweezers or we're gonna lose our minds. So yeah, Saturday was Quilt of Valor Day. Trying to think what else has been going on. We haven't really done much here lately. I know this weekend one of my friends is supposed to come over, and her and I are going to start working on clearing out a new sewing room for me here in the house. I've got a garage that was enclosed long before I bought the house, that her and I are going to start cleaning out. It's currently just being used to catch all the junk that you would normally throw in a garage. And so it's just really a junk room right now. Bear with me here while we do a little slideroo. Push this all down a bit. And we're going to uncover this next area. Anyway, she's going to come over. We're going to start working on that a bit and hopefully get a good portion of that cleaned out so that we can start moving my sewing things in there. And so I'm not sure if I will continue working here in the living room / office area once we do that, or if I will move my diamond painting out there as well. That hasn't even really been thought about or talked about or anything, so who knows. I'll let you guys know when I know. Once I get that sewing room moved, the next question is, what do I do with that bedroom that'll be emptied out? There's the possibility of moving my office in there. But I'm also kind of thinking about, do I move my current bedroom in there so that I can go ahead and remodel the bedroom that we're in, and then move our bedroom back into the bigger bedroom? I don't know. There's a lot going on there. I'm not sure yet what we're going to do there, but once that bedroom is emptied out, then it gets opened up to other possibilities of usage. I don't think I want to have that entire room as a diamond painting room. I think I would probably prefer to have it as an office area, because then we can move not only my work office in there, but the home computer can go in there as well. And then the room that I'm currently in, which is, I believe square footage wise, I believe it's the largest room in my house, could then be used for entertaining again. Essentially, when my girlfriends want to come over and sew, we can set up, you know, depending on how many are coming. If it's just one other person coming to sew, we can set up in the sewing room. If we decide to have 4 or 5 of us over, we can have the space out here to sew. We could set up extra tables and what have you. That's one of the things that me and my girlfriends are all on the same page about, that we really miss getting together. We used to get together once a month, and my little small group of friends, we would all get together and sew. And the place that we were sewing at is no longer available, and so we're having to, you know, find time together when the Quilt Guild has an event where we can kind of hang out, or like for my birthday weekend, we're getting together to go shopping for quilt supplies. We're not going to actually do any sewing that weekend, but we'll go to several quilt shops in Oklahoma City, which is a few hours away from us. Let's see here. So we'll do that and just be able to kind of spend some time hanging out together. So yeah, that's, I'm trying to think if there's anything else exciting going on in my life. Obviously it's my birthday month, and so that you know, it's the shortest month of the year. So I get to celebrate all month long plus part of next month. And a little bit of last month probably. So yeah. I can't really think of too much else to chit-chat about tonight. So I think I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to keep working on this for a little while. Oh, before I completely let you go, let me take you guys for a little ride. And I will show you how much of this I've completed so far. It is hanging off the edge of my table right now, so we'll kind of close your eyes, spin around here and see. So this is the bottom left. And there's the window on the right hand side that you just saw me do. Whoop. And the little cottage coming together. I'm working on that chimney. And then up into the trees there. Yep. So that's where I'm at so far. I'm going to let you guys go. Have a great night, and I appreciate you stopping by to visit. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.